YouTube land. It's coffee time. We're going to do a hobo status once again here, watching everybody go pay for their coffee in Dunkin' Donuts. Which, I mean, I am a heathen. I'm sitting here in Dunkin' Donuts parking lot making my own coffee, but, you know, what are we going to do? We're going to do the best we can with what we got. And I'm going to save the $5 and be a heathen, I suppose. I think we're going to talk a little bit about letting go. We'll figure out. Maybe it'll evolve. Maybe the conversation. I wasn't really sure how to kind of framework today, but letting go is a good word, a good place to be. Learning how to let go. What the fuck? Okay, Jesus. I don't know. Let me get the old brain cooking. I need freaking caffeine and whatnot inside the old Gulliver. Let's get this going. Hope everybody's doing well out there in YouTube land. I'm sure we'll get rolling here soon enough, and then we'll start doing our chitty chat thing in the day. For the day. It's alright. Slow and steady. Nice and easy. Watch the world go by and let go a little bit. Let go of the pain and anguish. Let go of the resentments against ourselves. So you can move forward today with compassion and appreciation in your heart for who you are. It can be a struggle sometimes. Believe me, I get that. Physically, emotionally, spiritually, right? How are we doing? What's going on? What's the point? Some days I couldn't tell you. I don't know if I could really tell you today either, but we're getting closer to figuring it out. Stick around for a while. Help me figure it out. We're having a good cup of coffee. You're doing the best you can with what you got. Who we got here? Jillian. Morning, lovely. It's time to thrive and shine again. Hope you... Yeah, I'm feeling all right. A little groggy still. I guess I realized yesterday that I was kind of... By the end of the day, I was feeling really sick and achy and groggy and feeling appreciative. I don't really feel that way this morning, but slow and steady today. Slow and steady today. It will go from there, Jillian. I appreciate all your support for the channel and the motivation for me as well, my friend. You know, things are a struggle sometimes for all of us. We're learning to let go slow and steady. But thank you, Julie. That can be one of the hardest things ever sometimes, can't it? Just pushing forward, just doing the next right thing. Not even the next right thing, just getting moving and moving forward can be absolutely horrendously impossible sometimes. But as we're learning, we can weather the burden together, have a nice cup of coffee, slow and steady, figure it out. And Sean. Thank you, Sean. I appreciate that a lot. Parks. Budville, USA. Morning, Scott. Morning, Budville. Give me 1 second. Let's get our poll started here. If you guys could bear with me for just one moment, I appreciate you deeply. We've been doing this little poll here. It seems to be helping the likes a little bit. Something simple. You know, every little bit helps when it comes to moving forward with this whole YouTube adventure that we're on. Did it work? Did I break it? It worked. There we go. To the Jillian, Sean, I'm happy you are with us. We are very happy that you're with us today, buddy. Howdy do. Slow and steady. As we sit in Dunkin' Donuts parking lot and watch the cars go by through the drive-thru and make our own coffee like heathens. Well, you know what? I don't have to be in a rush today, and I could use the $5 more than I could use sitting in that line and paying for a Dunkin' Donuts coffee. That's how we're going to get there, guys. Minimally, slow and steady. You know, traveling across the country doing the next right thing is a beautiful thing, but we can't do it for free. So let's do it minimally, and we can do a little bit more better. Now it's starting to get a little warmer out today. It's been a little cold, man. How is it where everyone is this morning? Ooh, is it boiling already? Oh, come on. Yeah, I think that's good. That happens quick. All right. Got our coffee brewing here. Sometimes we have to sacrifice for the goals we're striving for. Let go of what we want. To be honest with you, I ain't gonna bullshit. I'd love to drive through the drive-thru, get a donut, get a bagel sandwich, get a coffee. But That's not what's on the agenda for today. Again, Bud, morning to you, to Budsville. Hope everybody's having a blessed day out there. We get some caffeine in my brain. We can actually start a conversation. So, slow and steady today. We're going to talk about letting go. Letting go of the past and holding on to the present to the best of our ability, right? Not getting consumed by the future. Being in this moment and having a cup of coffee with some good friends. Jamie, good morning. Happy Tuesday to you, sir. Well, happy Tuesday to you as well, madam and mistress out there in YouTube land. I hope this day finds you well, good sirs and madams. We're going to be moving forward. The old brain no ticky that well yet, but we're going to keep on pushing. And then we'll chat about the game plan a little bit and some awesome possibilities. And things change on a daily basis. We got to go with the flow of it. First things first. Let's get the caffeine in the old brain. That'll take a few minutes. What did it do? Zachary, good morning, sir. Why, good morning, good sir. What spices are those? That's not no spices, good sir. That's that sweet, sweet Death Wish coffee. This one's dark roast, chalky, and cherry. It's the second to last one. It's a gift from our co-host there, Crank. One of our co-hosts that we have in the morning. Sent me actually the French press as well, because I left mine in Pittsburgh, and the coffee through Walmart, which I thought was an absolutely amazing gift. It was definitely heartwarming that just for someone to reach out and do something for you to help you out is amazing. It's those little things. Let's keep that in track today. It's the little things today that'll lighten your soul and help someone out there. The smile, the wave, the compassion, and saying hello to someone. You don't know what they're going through. You don't know what anybody's going through. Life's a struggle at times. Let's have our coffee and relax. Okay, coffee. Yes, sir. What about joints? Wow, you got one, brother? This ain't a joint. This is Stokes in the morning. I don't. We do. I don't know what the word I'm looking for because the brain no work no good. I think cannabis is an absolute amazing medicine, but you got to be an adult, and you should really do the research on what one works for you and how what affects you, just like any medicine. Especially if you're using that as an emotional medicine, because it can very quickly become a poison. Seen it 1,000 times, and I've fell into that trap myself. This medicine that soothes us can so quickly destroy us, and it's so I implore you, if you're going to roll a joint this morning, make it good medicine that's for you, and take it slow and steady, Don't let that medicine become a poison. Don't let it hinder your life. If you're doing anything and it's hindering your life, or it's causing pain for the people around you or yourself, it's not a medicine anymore. If it's causing struggle and strive and it's slowing you down, or it's, making you not be able to do what you got to do, but I am a firm believer that whatever medicine works for you, emotional, spiritual, and physical. Hey, Jamie, Zach, okay, we are nice here. You guys are in the best place. You guys are the absolute amazing. And Jillian, we appreciate you in our turtle herd that's slowly but surely growing as we move forward as a group with compassion and appreciation in our hearts every morning. Despite how things may be going, we got to push forward. And I got some really good news today, but we figured since some of the regulars get in here, get my coffee going. We just got to push forward and let go of yesterday for sure. That's the theme. Let go. Let go of this anguish and regret that comes from what we've done and what others have done to us. This is weight that'll bear us down, that'll weigh us down in a way that makes it impossible for us to live with compassion and appreciation for ourselves. And then we're that asshole running around trying to pass out the pain. It's the brutal truth. Never a spoken truer word. Thank you, Jillian. Jamie, hey, Jillian, good to know. Still trying to figure out what's happening. We're trying to figure that out too, Jamie. We got a somewhat of a game plan. I had a really manic game plan yesterday about running off into the sunset as soon as possible, and that may or may not be possible. We're going to play it day by day, but we have some good opportunities laid out before us. Kevin, appreciate you being in today, brother. Hang out a while, have your coffee. We're going to chat about some good stuff here in just a little bit pertaining to our adventure and where we're headed and what we're doing and where we're going. But slow and steady today, brother. Slow and steady. We got some stuff on the horizon that might actually just put us in a place where we'll be all right. I know everything's going to be all right, despite my struggle. So despite your struggle, whatever you're going through, a good cup of coffee and some open, honest communication. If you're hurting out there, this is the place. If you stumbled across our channel and you're not sure what's going on, we as a collective group here come together in the morning, have our coffee, and express ourselves openly and honestly so we can grow as human beings. Good, bad, or indifferent. Whatever that is for you, we appreciate you. And I've had some rough days here, and I've had some ecstatic, exciting days. That's life. We invite you to open up and communicate whatever way you see fit in any given day, and keep track of the little things. What are we doing this for? Well, we're doing this to find a sense of center in ourselves, to heal and grow and understand we're human and deserve to feel and digest our emotions so that we don't have to hand that pain to others. So that's the biggest thing that I was taught. I don't know about you guys out there in YouTube land, but I was shown. Let me read. Hey, Jilly, good morning. There we go. Good morning, Kevin. Thank you. Appreciate that. The only thing I was shown as a younger man was that you hand the pain off, and when you're in pain, hand pain, and then they hand it back, and you're both at fault, and we could just be terrible and in pain and haul these boulders of pain around with us for the rest of our life. And I was lucky enough for Creator to give me a father who helped me to see that I don't deserve to live in that pain. Now, it took many, 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 many years, and maybe a couple headbutts, and a few swift kicks in the ass to kind of start to see it. But I'm starting to realize now that that he was 100% right, and I'm starting to really understand what he was talking about. What he was talking about when he said, to drop the boulder of pain, was to not take that anger and resentment and regret that somebody else is feeling onto ourselves because they're in pain. That's the instant gratification, right? When you're upset and someone comes along and you can just hand them the pain. Oof, doesn't that feel great right now? The thing that I've realized is that all that instant gratification ain't doing nothing for the long term. It's not true growth. It's false validation, my friends. Jamie just figured that I had 43. Wait, I'm missing. I don't want to miss it. It sounds like the place I need to be. Yes, ma'am. Sounds like the place we would love to have you to be. AVS Antiquity. Hey, where are you from and live? Right now we're in Kirkville, New York. Morning, bro. Alexander, Jamie, just figured out 43 takes a while to learn. Sometimes, yeah, slow and steady. We are all children in ways, and it's funny. We can only hear when the time comes. It can be said to us and said to us and said to us. How Anase tried to beat this shit into my head for years, and he didn't even. It was funny. I look back at it now, like, how didn't he just knock my head off the wall, telling me this stuff over and over again? But he knew that you can't beat it into somebody's head. It takes time. You're presented with these lessons of love and appreciation, respect and honesty and open communication, and the door opens. It still takes time to walk through that door, especially when you're used to torment and trauma and handing the boulder of pain around. It's crazy. Jamie, this is a place where we all need to be. That's amazing, Jillian. You make me feel great. I am 53 and learning, and always will be. Yeah, if you're not learning and growing, you're dying, right? If I woke up perfect today, there'd be no point in going on. Mr. UFO 777, September morning, I liked and shared. You're absolutely amazing, and we appreciate you. After we get into our coffee, remind me again, after we get some coffee in us, maybe we'll play Know Your Role for a little while. We do have a card game or a dice game that we've developed that you could usually get. You know what? We should probably be. Remind me here in a little bit, UFO. I'm going to go back and look. I might have my coffee slow and steady today, because what we have been doing is writing names on the ceiling here for everybody who likes and shares, and we can continue that. I don't necessarily have the energy for the dice game. I got to start realizing that I've been pushing myself a little bit too hard. 6 weeks of 3 hours a day of me. How are you feeling about Jaws? Is there a new Jaws movie coming out? I'm feeling amazing about the new Beetlejuice movie. Experience the learning process. Embrace it. Yeah, and it's painful sometimes too. Learning is, God, as humans, right? Why does it got to be so painful? Well, it is what it is. We can't control what it is. Let me turn the car off before I run out of gas here, because I should have stopped and got gas. But it's a chilly morning here in New York. Where's everybody located? Where are we all hailing from? A gentle reminder from even my friends that have been in before, to help everybody kind of feel included. Nurse your coffee. Very much so. Slow and steady today. That's the theme. Mohammed Mahamo. How are you feeling? Oh, dude, we're open and loving. I thought that was Jaws. I thought you were talking about the movie. I'm that clueless like a child when it comes to stuff. Like, why would you ask that? So like my brain goes, Jaws? There's a new movie? We are open and loving and caring for a God of your understanding, my friend. I didn't mean to be disrespectful either. I misread that because I'm just so clueless about. I guess it's maybe like my brain's like, that question wouldn't be asked. It's got to say Jaws. There must be a new movie, right? Like, because it doesn't matter to us here. We're love, appreciating, and a God of your understanding is how Anase would say. Good one, boss. You laughing at me, Mohammed? We appreciate you, brother. I hope so. Good day to all the beautiful souls abroad. Oh, thank you, Edith. Germany, that's absolutely amazing. We appreciate you having in. Ohio, awesome there, Jamie. Who wanted coffee? Getting me some. I'll take some coffee, Jillian. Actually, I got my coffee already. Agent 36, I appreciate you stopping in today. Joseph Missouri, I like Jaws. I like Jaws too, and I thought he was asking about Jaws. Yeah, it's like when people ask me at my orientation, or if it matters what theirs is. It's the same thing. Like, it's like the color of your socks. Like, I get it. Like, that can be a defining factor of you, and that's amazing. I appreciate that you have a thing, right? But like, that defines you and helps you be connected. But like, that's none of my business. Where you put it, when you put it there, what the name of your creator is. To really be compassionate friend, family, brother. Put all that aside. Let's talk about what binds us. That's what Al always say. The big dog there, how Anase. Let's talk about what brings us together. It's so much more beautiful. There we go. A little glitchy this morning. Hey man, new Jaws movie be good. I'm up for it. They had the Megalodon movie. I didn't even watch that, but it had that dude in it. What a Vente or Grande. I don't know what's with those. I'm not even sure which one that is. I want a coffee black. He says, yeah, man, new Jaws would be awesome. Went to Vente or Grande. I want a coffee black. He says. Well, I got a little creamer in my coffee. A little bit of love, appreciation, and hope in my heart today. Actually, a whole lot. We're starting a little early, and none of our mods are in yet. That's something different. That's all right. I wanted to wait till they got in to kind of spread some of the good news. We'd chat a little bit. I'm not sure what time I'm going to have to take this phone call this morning, but we got a possible business call this morning. Well, you got to have the business call, but a possible job that might be awesome. Wall Scott, you are beautiful. Aw. Wall socket. What? Oh, what? Wall socket. I'm misreading everything. Wall socket. LOL. That was at the Starbucks. Yeah. My sister's got this mocha chalky, yummy, triple awesome mocha venti extra shot caramel swirl thing that's like $9.87 that I get her when I'm down there in Georgia. I mean, I'm sure it probably tastes really good. It's not even coffee. It looks like ice cream. But again, to each their own. Give me a little bit of creamer. I'm a happy guy. If I'm here at Dunkin' and I do get a Dunkin' Donuts, I like the oat milk caramel swirl. The triple from Tim Hortons is something else. Very, very awesome. Slow and steady. And then, what is it? Let go is the theme of the day. We're going to let go of the pain and anguish that's been holding on to us, despite our physical state and Despite how things pile up, Starbucks should be renamed Megabucks. It should. Who is Megabuck? Wasn't that like a bad guy on the Darkwing Duck? Megaduck. It was Megaduck. Not a big fan of Starbucks. I'm not a Starbucks fan either. It's a little pricey. Little. Why don't we just call it a large? Like, why do I got to learn a whole new language to be able to order a coffee? You know. But that's me. I'm a simple guy. I'd rather focus on learning how to make stuff, build stuff, do things, than worry about remembering what its coffee size is. I never could find the creamer at Starbucks. Terrible experience. Yeah, Tim Hortons is. They have. I'm pretty sure Tim Hortons either like uses heavy cream, like whipping cream in their coffee. They got to do something there with their coffee. It's absolutely ridiculous. You just keep pushing forward today. We're gonna be all right. Everything's gonna be okay. You know, you don't gotta. The crazy thing is, you don't even have to know where you're going. You just got to know you got to need a change. You got to know that. You know, that's what I get wrapped up in. How's it going to work and what's going to happen? And I'm all bugged out and all this bad stuff and everything I touch turns to shit because I'm in this spiritual alchemy of distorting everything around me because everything's so negative. You know, and push forward and have some kind of vigor about something, and you don't have to know where it's headed. You just got to know that you're doing something positive. And that's when the opportunities arise. And most of the time they're out of the blue and there's something you could never imagine. But we got to be in an emotional state to answer the phone, right? We got to be able to pick the phone up and take the call. You know, and we can only do that through that spiritual alchemy, through that manifesting of positive energies, you know, in a physical way, you know, spiritual magic or nothing like that. Real spiritual alchemy, real, you know, real situational changing through our emotional state in any given moment, you know, pushing it towards that end of the spectrum. I'd like to do some good old community coffee and cream and jam. Okay, country, we appreciate you. I never could find a creamer at Starbucks. That was that one. Enjoy country. We hope you enjoyed our brother. The doctor says I'm very positive. I'm sure he does. Well, that's it could be a good or bad thing. My doctor told me I have an oral fixation. Well, okay. Well, you can probably speak to your significant other about that. They could probably help you out. Positive and love is the way. Thank you very much, Jillian. And Jamie, country, working my way out of that place. Spend a year and a half basically in bed over the. So here's the thing, Jamie, I'm not going to tell you you're not going to be there again, but what I can tell you is that if you're open and honest with yourself, those periods can last a lot shorter. You know, my first time that I was paralyzed by anxiety lasted 3 months, Jamie. 3 months. The only time that I had a break from it was like right before you pass out and you're like, you kind of get that floaty whatever, and I'd hold on to it and all of a sudden I'd wake up and I'd just sit there and I'd be stuck and like I couldn't do anything. And like, but over time, through open, honest communication and evaluation of myself, what it's going to take for me to learn and grow, I've been able to shorten those periods. I just came off in myself. I just spent a couple days. It's been on and off since I got back here to New York. It's been crushing. I've been pushing forward. I've been crushed again. I've been staring at the wall all day, doom scrolling, you know. And then I woke up in the middle of the night last night, and decided that was it. I like your hat. Thank you. It's a tribute to my brother, Steven. Big digs. But anyway, I woke up in the middle of the night and just like, you know, I had this dream about traveling and moving. I'm like, I'm getting out of here. And then but you got to gear down and you got to figure out what's realistic. That's what yesterday was. Yesterday was like, I'm out of here in a week. Well, it's something we got to discuss, and I'm not sure exactly when. But I got to be realistic. I think the goal is going to be to push the Galactic Avenger till the wheels fall off. But I'd like to be able to have a game plan so I'm not just stuck on the side of the road. Because this thing's slow and steady as shit in the bed. Yeah, Jamie, you're in the right place, and we appreciate you. You find yourself in that place, you feel free to be open and honest with us. We're going to do our best, you know, and then we can't pull you out of it. That's the truth. And sometimes you might not be able to pull yourself out of it right in the moment. It's a slow and steady process. If you really look at it, for me, it's a slow and steady process down into that hole. You know, it's like one little negative thing happens, then the next thing, and then the next thing, and then I'm not drinking water, and I'm not eating, and I'm too busy to sit down and relax and laugh a little bit. And then before you know it, I'm like staring at the wall, stuck, and my heart's racing a million miles a minute. And
everything in my mind, when it goes into trauma mode like that, starts digging up all this old trauma to try to like figure out what the problem is. Well, it must be this or this or this or this. It's like you got to figure out a way to stop that shit, and it's not any of that shit, you know, because you're distorting this moment by reaching into the past trying to figure out what the problem is. The problem is that we have this physical being that responds to trauma, and we've been through a lot of trauma. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta figure out a way to understand that it's the anxiety, it's the stress, it's the depression, and you gotta let it be what it is sometimes, and that can be immensely hard. I'm not saying that's easy. I was just stuck, I started the door. Let's see where we're at here. Jamie, you have a good, yes, you do. Start the door dashing to have a reason to get up and out of the house. Yes, Jamie, thank you. Try spark driving too. Spark driving's pretty good. It depends on where you are. I've heard Instacart. I really had really good positive stuff with Instacart. There's a lot of, why not download a bunch of apps? You could try them all out, do something different every day if you want to. For me, it's things become stagnant, and then I get overwhelmed, and then I don't want to do it. The country says I've been there too, Jamie. Thank you for expressing yourself, country. That means a lot to us. So is it depression, Jamie, or illness? I'm assuming that it's depression, but is physical illness as well, or is this an emotional thing? You can answer if you feel comfortable, Jamie. Do you have people to talk to? That's a big thing, right? One of the first things that I'd say is like reach out to a friend, and you're here right now with people that care for you. We've been there. I know that a lot of my turtle herd here that comes and joins us in the morning has been there and appreciates the open, honest communication because it helps to weather the burden together. But people, we're meant to be social, no matter, experienced all this death, then experiencing all these people that like shit in your face, quote unquote, right? And, I could do it myself. I don't need anybody. Like, we're not meant to do this alone. That's part of the torment. When we lock ourselves off and segregate ourselves, either to protect other people or to protect ourselves, we're emotional beings. We're spiritual beings that need to be connected, So, yes, very much so. Do you have people do you know Kerala? I don't know Kerala. Advanced relationship ending about 4 years. Then my kids moved on with about 6 months. Within 6 months, just messed me up. Thank you for everyone. No, and that's understandable, Jamie. It's understandable. It's not, that's a lot to lose a relationship, for your children to move forward, to, this empty nest. I couldn't even imagine it, sitting there. And that's a big part about me and wanting to get out of this place here in New York, coming back here. It's like, yeah, oh, you got this place. Like, yeah, but it's so empty and hollow, and it means nothing. And everywhere I go around here reminds me of this thing I used to have. We got to mix it up and do something different, find a new group. I've been making serious threats about going to CODA. I went to one in Florida, and it was absolutely amazing. And, I had this preconceived notion that Codependence Anonymous was something about, trying to dissolve the toxicity, but it's not a toxic thing. If you're codependent, if you strive and put other people on pedestals and you diminish yourself and you don't love yourself in the way that you should, Codependence Anonymous is about having healthy relationships. It's a group of people that want to be healthy, that want to love themselves so that they can be healthy and love others. I don't know if any of that resonates with you, but check out Codependence Anonymous. They have Zoom meetings. The one in Florida is every Monday, and they send me a thing, and I almost went last night, but I got wrapped up into this other stuff we'll talk about in a little bit. And there's another meeting called Adult Children of Alcoholics. I've gone to a couple of those. My childhood was saturated in drugs and alcohol, just surrounded by this lifestyle, man, and that traumatizes you too. And these people understand it. They've been through it. There's a reason there's a meeting that's adult children alcoholics, and it's not just for alcoholics, for adult children, who are striving to grow past this thing that they were exposed to, that tormented them as a group. It's an amazing thing. Maybe looking into that maybe too. Jillian, Scott, my phone has been playing up the last couple of days on this way out. Anyway, to switch off and on again if don't hear from me. Do what you got to do. I appreciate you very much. We appreciate you deeply, especially all the comments on all the shorts. I do, and well, you just being here, especially is that. That's the other stuff's extra. I don't trust a smoker. Well, running man, you're missing out on a good group of people here because I'm working on quitting. You know, you can condemn the child that was saturated in a world where this bullshit was normal and everybody did it. You know, I know it's wrong. And I'm not. If it was hurting somebody else, I guess I would. I'm a very emotional. I'm a very empathic person. You know, the fact that it's only hurting me, and I have this codependence problem where I don't mean shit. You know, you can judge me on that if you want, man. But you're gonna miss out here, brother. We're a kind, compassionate group of people. All smokers are liars. Oh shit, I smoke. You can trust me. Okay, okay, Beacon. Yeah. Also, yeah, you're right. Right. Yeah, all of them are liars, but you can trust this one. I don't think you should judge anybody on their personal choices like that. You know, when it comes down to smoking or whatever, you know, like that. If they're doing something to themselves, you know, that's on them. And I'm working on it, brother. I'm taking steps. I roll my cigarettes now to help me minimize. And I chat with you guys in the morning, which helps me cut down as well. I just lost my dog after 14 years. Aw. It's been rough, country. I couldn't even 14 years. I had a Gizmo, was my little poop. My grandfather's dog. He passed when I was 9, and he was like my father. And I got his dog. And when I was 16, my mom's boyfriend left the door open. He got out and was laying in the road, and I came home to that. And it was a horrible thing. Not to whatever, you know, compare pain, just to let you know that I feel you. You know, a companion like that is a beautiful thing, my friend, and I appreciate you sharing that with you. Our hearts go out to you today, and what's your little buddy's name? We'll send some love. He must have been a hell of a companion, country. Running man, smoking is toxic. Yes, it is. Together we are stronger. United we stand. Very much so, Jillian. We weather the burden together here, you know, in this ship that may feel like it is. This ship is sinking, you know, and we can just sit there and let it sink, or we could start scooping, and we could implore our brothers and sisters to scoop with us. Those are our choices, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes we can't scoop. You know, right now, if you can't scoop, if you can't make that positive move forward, let us scoop for you. Stick around for a while, you know. We're in this together, and we're not going to let it sink. You know, it might seem like it's going down quick, but we got you. Catch you again soon. Thank you, Jillian. Lots of love to you. There is a meeting for every. Yeah, there's a meeting for everything. You know, and it's a good thing to come together and be connected. Are you recruiting for a cult? Not at all, brother. Not at all, man. A God of your understanding. You know, we're not. I am trying to start a community here of compassion, and then I can see how that can be You know, everybody wants something, right? My heart of hearts, I don't want anything. I want to move forward and do the next right thing. I want to, you know what? I want to heal and grow. I want to figure out how to truly set down that boulder of pain that I talk so passionately about you not holding on to. That's what I want. You know, and I want to do the next right thing. I want to live a life that gives me passion and appreciation and makes me feel alive. You know, and I'm trying to figure that out. Maybe we could figure that out together, man. Good morning. There you are, Scott W. All good morning, Scotts. How are you this morning, Scott, in chat? I'm feeling all right. A little groggy. I didn't realize how achy and crappy I've been feeling physically lately, and yesterday was kind of rough, but, you know, I think we're into some solutions here, Scott. We got some good news once the other mods show up. I have some goat and chickens. I agree. Sweet, goat and chickens. That sounds cool. Goats and chickens. Goat's gross, though. I mean, when it comes to eating it. My uncle had a goat and it slaughtered, and the stew was absolutely horrible. Maybe it's just the way he cooked it, because he had a pig, too, that he didn't slaughter properly. And I don't know. I have chickens. That's amazing. I see that's part of the goal here eventually too, is to change up this what we've been told the norm, right? You know, that's the end goal, is get a chunk of property and build something. You know, and be able to have my own little wonderland where I can build tree houses and hobbit homes, and you know, and live to my parameters. You know, and in a nice community would be great. You know, but without expectations. Wow, the first time I hear you can trust a smoker. Smile. Wow, to just mental. I'm not sure what the first time I hear you can't trust a smoker. Yeah, I did. Well, that's on them. If maybe they've been traumatized by. I'm sure they've been traumatized by a smoker. You know, that trauma makes us expect trauma, without a doubt. You know, we got to figure out a way to set that trauma down so we don't make decisions in fear, my friends, my brothers and sisters out there in this world. You know, we make these decisions out of our trauma, out of our fear, and it segregates us from the world. We got to make the decision in front of us based on logical facts and reality, not the trauma that's come before us. And that can be really hard, you know, because that's part of our defense mechanism to survive. You know, is the trauma we've been through, fire hot, it burns us. We don't want to get burned again. You know, trusting people, it will break you. So we don't trust people again. I grew up with an abusive smoking father who beat the shit out of me and didn't give a crap about me, or whatever your thing may be. That wasn't my scenario. My father wasn't around. I'm just kind of just in general shooting in the dark here. Running Man, if this is a cult, I might be down. Jamie, you're awesome. We're like, you call us whatever you want, Running Man. We're the turtle herd here with love and compassion and appreciation and with no expectations. Everyone wants your money. What's your scam? I don't want your money, dude. Here's the thing. I don't want your money. I want to be loving, compassionate, and appreciative. And I know the world takes money. Everything's time versus money, right? So I'm trying to figure out a way to travel and help people out and do the next right thing and allow people to be part of that next right thing in whatever way they see fit. You know, I don't know what that means. We're trying to figure it out together here. If that just means that I show my travels and I come on and we indulge in this counseling on every day together, then that's fine. You know, the YouTube monetization would be cool if it happens. We're about 500 hours away, and I don't expect very much from that, but that little gas money help us get there would be awesome through that. And if that don't work, I'm still going to be here because it's about connection, love, and appreciation, man. I don't want anything from you. I know that seems weird. A cult, no, I've scrapped love and appreciation. We're doing the best right thing. We're doing the next right thing to the best of our ability, Scott W. Damn straight. Of course, here comes Crank. It's going to be a nudist colony, according to Crank. That's what we're starting. We're not starting a cult. We're starting a nudist colony. I don't know about all that. I talk about free and and healthy and loving ourselves, but I got some stigmas against myself to be walking around all naked. Scott W. here. How are you today? Jillian. That's amazing. Kick it up. Get old. Naked. Sorry. You guys are so concerned. How are you guys doing? You asked each other how you're doing and you didn't even answer. Scott W. Jillian wants to know. We're curious how you're doing today, my brother. We got a friend in here who's wondering if we're a cult. That'd be funny, right? This small group of people trying to start a community of love, hope, and appreciation with no resentments and no expectations, with an open mind of a God of your understanding. It's funny. And you say that, it's funny because, I've been judged before, and I understand that at this point. I've been yelled at because people I'm trying to help, and people like, what do you want from me? What are you trying to sell me? I'm not trying to sell you nothing. I just figured I could help you. Look like you're struggling, or this guy had this chimney at a camp area I stayed at up in Maine, and I couldn't find a place to camp. Everybody was judging me because I was in my van, and they didn't want me to park their van at their campsites with all their big RVs. They wanted to charge me hundreds of dollars. And this dude, I told him about the scenario, and he was like, well, we do have a couple spots in the back there that we just finished up that we could take care of you. And I'm like, that's awesome, man. Thank you, good sir. I appreciate you. So I went and parked back there and spent my couple days I paid for, and I noticed this house, the chimney was literally falling off the roof, and he was cleaning up the bathroom one day, and I was in there, and I say, hey, man, I really appreciate being here, and I know I could fix your chimney for you. This is what I used to do with my business. And he just starts screaming in my face. What do you want from me? What do you blah, blah, blah? You're selling me, you pieces of shit, always coming here judging. And I was so in anger, I just wanted to scream at the dude. So I turned around and started walking away. And then his wife started yelling at me, you pieces of shit, come around here and you want something and this and that, and you want to sell us shit and judge us. And I was just I literally turned around and I was like, listen here. I was going to do it for free. You buy the mortar mix. Maybe let me stay one more night for free. The $30 campsite a night. I don't want nothing from you. And then the wife turned to the husband, started screaming at him. Why didn't you walk, blah, blah, wait, will you come back? Oh my God. And I just left, man. I was so mad I left. But because I didn't understand it at it. Now, at this point in my life, I probably would have went over and talked to him. But dude, just let me help you out, man. The chimney, there's bricks on the ground next to his house. And this dude was nice, right? I didn't want nothing. It would have took me 5 or 6 hours to mix up some mortar, get up there, and, shoot the shit with him. I didn't want nothing. And that was my first real taste of what do you want? Like, but I didn't put myself in his shoes, man. Maybe I was just too excited and too abrupt when it came to this, because you got to kind of walk softer than that, because people have been hurt. That was his trauma. His trauma made him respond in a way that yelled at me, and he ended up getting his chimney done for free, which had been like an $800 job. May you use the light of your soul to uplift the benefit of the world in an amazing way. Thank you, Edith. Julian, sorry you were lost, country. Sending you love. Where's country at? Did he say something? We appreciate you, country. Did I miss something? Murphy. Oh, nope. Did I miss something, country? I apologize. Scott W. MR writes, Jamie, I Jim showered, my do normal work day. Awesome. Sounds like you're moving forward. Paul K. Yo, people. Hope you are having a blessed day. Take care, flying visit. Well, we appreciate you there, Paul K. I hope I got to you while you're still here. Jesse T. So does that mean the shell is off? Crank. You guys still talking about the nudist colony? So now you got Crank and his woman trying to start a nudist colony. You guys talking about cults. That evolved quickly, didn't it? It's, I don't know about all that. I don't think I'm there yet with the self-confidence. And I don't know if I love myself enough. Maybe that'll be a goal, right? I don't know, man. We need to preserve our own island and laws, needed codes, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, right. Here's the thing. Maybe choke a property. We all, we figure out a way to do something. If it's a cult, I'm in. Jamie's in. She's like, I don't give a shit. We're finding love, compassion, and appreciation here. You call it whatever you want, right, Jamie? Can I feel the shells? I like shells. They keep me safe. What shells? People, we are used to getting asked these things, so it makes them, like I said, money. Yeah, Usher won. Thanks, brother. Again, Robert, we appreciate you. Nude turtle colony, Scott. You guys get over that. You and Crank go in your backyard and be naked away from us. How about that? Happy for pure, proud of you. Scott W. Yes, man. You keep doing the next right thing. We gotta sell handmade things for money. I don't want anything that you made while you're sitting there naked. How about that? I don't want to. What kind of handmade stuff? Let's hope you're not wood burning or cooking or. Holy snikes! We're about to have an accident over here. Anyway, love, respect, appreciation, and honesty. And then we do. Lewis, hey, how you doing, Lewis? It's the beacon. Join us, Scott. We can be a readable together. Join us, Beacon. You're here with us right now, brother. What do you mean join us? Join what? Try to change the world we are changing the world one step at a time, one positive moment at a time. Now, some days are a struggle. I'll admit that. It's been a struggle for me lately emotionally, but those struggles or have value when we come together as a group here and express ourselves, because I know by you expressing yourself and where you've been, all my friends and family out there, YouTube family, which is a weird thing. I never thought that I'd make friends, let alone people I'm so compassionate about, in that way without ever seeing faces. But we're going to learn and grow together. If you focus on hurt, you will continue to suffer. Your focus on learning, you will continue to grow. Thank you so much. Yes, that's exactly what we're talking about here. Letting go of the pain and anguish that comes along with these traumas, and acknowledging when you're having a trauma response. When you're saying no, a lot of times you're saying no out of fear, and that fear is based in some past trauma. I can't do that. You can't do that. Why? If you're telling somebody else no too, that's mostly an indicator you're scared shitless of doing it. Take the leap, roll the dice. That's why we roll the dice here most days. We're just taking a break from that today. Hey, Bacon, you can have the shells if they hadn't corrected the stones. Of course, if you focus on hurt, yep. I really missing the turtle. You can join. You can join Beacon if you want. You can join Crank and his wife. I'm gonna sit over here with the rest of the turtle herd, fully clothed and comfortable. What's your tobacco flavor? It's Gambler. It's just regular backer. I'm doing all right, I hope. We appreciate that. Everyone, please like and subscribe. Thank you, MD. Your thumbs won't fall off. If you double tap that screen, just one small little pebble into the river of life, sending a ripple of love and appreciation means a lot to us. Scott W., join the Discord. So thank you, Scott W. We do have a Discord. I'm still trying to learn and figure out what that's going on with that. But yeah, one small little step at a time. It's up to you what pebble you're throwing into the river of life. Every moment you're throwing a pebble into that river of life. Is it going to be you're going to charge it with positivity, love, and respect, and then throw that into the river of life, and then allow that ripple to expand outside of your grasp? Or are you going to charge that pebble with pain, resentment, and anger through the past trauma you've been through? Are you gonna evaluate it and move forward, or are we going to dwell in this pain for the rest of our being? What are you going to do today? That's up to you. I think that no matter what, we're continuously throwing those pebbles into the river, right? But we get to charge those in either a negative or a positive way. And I really think it all comes down to acknowledging ourselves and why we say no, or why we're in fear, or why we and sometimes it's too much, right? I'm not, obviously with an open, honest heart, sometimes it's too much. That's why we need to come together as a group. Thank you, Scott W. Morning, DYI. DYI, did I miss you? Morning, Scott. Thank you, DYI. We appreciate you. Don't throw your stones in the river, Scott. You need them. Yeah, no, listen, I don't need none of that. Don't listen to that preconceived notion. Let it go today. Throw those rivers in the stone. Enjoy the moment and skip that rock. But charge it with positivity and love before you release it into the world, because it's going to create positivity and love far beyond what you can see. I mean, it's a little bit easier to comprehend if I went out and screamed in somebody's face, how they'd take that anger and they'd turn around and they'd pass it to somebody else most of the time, right? It's a little harder to comprehend that if I smiled at someone and said good day, how they could say good day to the next person and the next person, and this ripple can grow a tsunami of love outside of of what we see. And we're so human, we need that validation. Well, it's not working. It didn't do anything but make a little ripple, and there's a tsunami on the other side of that you can't see, of beauty, love, and respect from the things that you did and said. We have to just understand how the world works, and then this is the truth, my friends. And sometimes we can't control it, and I don't condemn you at all if you can't control it. That's okay. I like my stones. We like your stones too, brother. Skip stones. Much fun. That's what I'm talking about, Jillian. Skip some stones. It's been a long time since I climbed a tree or skipped a stone or indulged in this childlike things that aren't for me anymore because I'm an adult. It's part of letting go, right? Being appreciative and loving and accepting in a compassionate way. I know it wasn't the last trip, it was the last trip. I came to this realization as well that, when I get angry and frustrated, and I try to hand the boulder out because of my undigested childhood trauma, because my undigested life trauma. And, all these things that I pretend like don't matter are laying there on the floor unfiled, or they're filed under shame, or they're filed under, pain and fear, right? And we got to go through that Rolodex in our head, and we got to refile this stuff. Pick the stuff off of the floor that you're saying doesn't matter, and recognize it, look at it, and file it under compassion for the child that went through it. File it under compassion for the human being that went through that trauma, and let it go. And the next time you get angry at someone and it triggers this thing, maybe you can realize that you're angry because of this, because this happened. I'm saying no because I've been hurt in the past, and I'm scared that I'll be hurt in the future. You don't have to say it to anybody but yourself. And that'll help you learn and grow in a way that you can't fathom. You just got to figure out a way to really acknowledge that. I like playing with stones. I get stoned. Good for you, Scott W. So we eat the leaves of this special tree, and we can see turtles in the summer. What are you talking about, dude? They don't like water very much. Good morning, Traveling Scott. Good morning, Randolph Barrow. Hey, Rando, we appreciate you today, brother. We're going to chat here in a little bit. I figured I'd let you get your head together. We're having a good morning together, chatting, having coffee, letting go today, my brother. We appreciate you being in, Mr. Barrow. The good news is, now that we've got a few people here, is we have an opportunity that laid itself out before us yesterday. Misled Utopia liked. We got to rate you on the thing there. We're not playing Know Your Role this morning there, Misled Utopia. We're actually just getting into a conversation because Randolph Barrow, Randolian, just showed up today, and we've got James is here, Crank's here, everybody's here. So now we can kind of get into what the game plan is and what's going on. I know that we talked last night, Misled Utopia, about trying to flip that thing out, but I got an amazing phone call last night, this epic opportunity to go look at a new construction building that we could possibly be painting. Now it's an undertaking, and my brother Randolph there, we're gonna come together today and figure out how we can do this in a reasonable way. He wants quality, and he's willing to pay for it cash, and he's paying for the materials, which is a little bit different. But this seems like a beautiful opportunity, and that's something me and Randolph got to talk about here in just a little while there, Randolph. If you got something going on, just let me know and I can end this and chat with you. But I'd like to stick around with my brothers and sisters for a while. Like, share, Brother Scott. Thank you, JR. We appreciate you encouraging our brothers and sisters to become part of the turtle herd out there. Too much coffee, bro. Talk a million words a minute. I appreciate you. I get excited. When I get wrapped up into the motivation and appreciation that I feel in this moment, I become a bit manic. I got a little ADHD going on. I've known that for years. I'm trying to evaluate now, maybe some bipolar as well. But I think that a lot of it is trauma. And I think a lot of it's how I handle this trauma and how I don't let go of it. And I'm at a point in my life where I'm willing to start admitting that. We appreciate you liking there, Penny. We appreciate you deeply. David from Brazil. Too much coffee. Beacon, I got to go. Nice talking to you. It was a pleasure having you again today, Beacon. We love and appreciate you. So yeah, and then we got more good news on top of that. So like I was saying earlier, we got to push forward, right? And we're not sure where we're going. Self-amped on like leaving next week and getting this, and I don't care, and I'm gonna run the ground. I got to make big changes, right? I knew I had to make big changes, so I just picked something, and now it didn't work out that way because I got a call from my stepmother, who I haven't talked to. She used to be married to my stepfather after my mother, and she's an amazing human being, and we've been close after she passed, and I help her with things, and we just haven't talked in a while. And she called me yesterday, wanted me to come up and have some food with her, and I asked her husband to take a look at that light that we're having problems with. Guys, you wouldn't believe it, and I'm not gonna hold it against myself, and I really wanted to, but he pulled the bulb out, and I was like, see, it looks fine. He held it up in the light, and you could see just a little break in the thing. It was the bulb. So I destroyed my casing up there, and that's the plan of the day. First step one is go to Pick and Pull and get a new housing for the light so I can put the bulb into place, because now we have a light, which is absolutely amazing. How big is the project? It's pretty huge, man. It's pretty huge. It's 3,000 square feet, and there's a hallway, one giant room with like a kitchen room, another room, brand new construction, 4 rooms, and another office space that's going to be built in a bay. There's a lot going on there. Randolph's going to help us. No hurry, no worries. Awesome. Slow and steady today, right, Randolph? I appreciate that, man. We're having a good morning and a good chat today. It means a lot to actually conversate with you guys and spread the good news today. The good news is we did something and it worked out in a completely different way. I've been putting off with that light because, I'm getting older. I can't see properly. I'm not going to hold it against myself. I felt so stupid for that split moment. I wanted to hold it against myself. That's that whisper. You're an idiot. It was a light the whole time. You smashed out. You know what? All that doesn't matter. Set the past behind. I could dwell on that as much as I want. It ain't going to change nothing. How am I going to be in this moment? You know what? I just decided to laugh at it and go spend the money to get the bulb. I also went and got a gas cap. I'm hoping that alleviates the engine light. When we see Randos, we'll have him wipe the scan bar for us, and we'll hope that works. Because the other good news is, too, I'm sitting here looking at the inspection, and the dot is right next to September, and I'm like, oh, it's up, it's August, it's up next month. So we're good with that too. We just got to slow down. Sometimes it's hard to do that. Yo, bro, life looks great. Everything from the outside in, brother, can look magical, man. It's a painful place to live inside your own mind. Don't go up there alone, man. I've been through a lot of loss, a lot of pain, a lot of grief. A lot of torment and torture as a young man that I put onto myself, and we're learning how to let all that stuff to go together. And it's great in this moment. You're right, and I appreciate that you pointing that out. And it's going to be even better together as a group if you don't let do the past and move forward. You're peaky streaky. Peepee streaky. What the hell is that, Craig? You're insane. Let's go to the best thing to do. It will truly change your life. Letting go is the best. Yes, letting go of all that bullshit. But here's the thing. It's like one of those things that's so simple, right? It's so simple to just say, hey, I can let go. And then you got to walk through that door. It takes trial and tribulation, and it takes consistency, and it takes subservience to the will of God, of your understanding, man, of the will of the flow of life, or the will of the river of life that we're flowing in, whatever word you want to put on it. We have to let go and let it be what it is, and stop allowing trauma to dictate our life's country. Letting go is the best thing to do. It will truly change your life. It's holding on to that ability to let go too can be a struggle. Don't beat yourself up if you thought you've had it figured out. Believe me, plenty of times when I'm in my right mind, I'm like, I got this figured out, and it's all good, and we're feeling good, and everything's great. And then I find myself torturing myself again, back in that spot, because it's a slow and steady decline, right? And once you're in that moment and you recognize what's going on, stop digging the hole and start moving forward with positivity, love, and hope in your heart, and things will change. And they might not change right in this moment. It's going to take time and appreciation and acceptance, and to find a community where you're accepted and loved. And I hope that you feel that way here. Go with the best thing. That's the real good news. Thank you, James. Yes, the better news yesterday was that we're moving forward, but the thing with the light and the inspection and the possibility, and now I'm trying to we're going to reevaluate the game plan on a daily basis, right? Every other day, James says, he punches himself in the face. Brother, you don't deserve it. Do you mean like smashing out your back window, backing into a semi-truck? Or destroying your front light because you're going to cob job it with a flashlight? That was the most horrendous idea. But hey, you got to roll the dice. You got to take the chance. It's what I had in the moment. It's all I knew. But slow and steady today, reflecting on what the first thing I thought when he lifted that light up into the bulb and showed me that it was popped was Al would always say, man, start with the simplest thing. Spend the $20 on the light, whether you think it's blown or not, and make sure. And then go from there, right? And I didn't. I just got caught up in it's broken and it's fucked. I'm going to smash it out and fix it my way. Look how well that works out. You get to breathe, to realize the $10 light is you on the one thing. Go sideways and panic happens. Sometimes you need to find a way to relax. Very much, Crank, and I'm figuring that out here together with you guys. This is true meditation, reflection, and compassion, as long as I take it in the right way, and I focus on the right things. Sometimes we need a swift kick in the ass, Crank, and I appreciate you for being that for me. Thank you for backing me up, James. Scott W., it was just the bulb the whole time, dude. Go back through my shorts if you guys don't know what I'm talking about. Watch me destroy the front end of my car. There's a window one that didn't do too well, but the other one, me destroying the front end, smashing it out and taping in a freaking headlight that I got from Ollie's, thinking, and then that was such a shit show, and it didn't work. But sometimes it might work, right? And sometimes it might be the bulb, and you might have to do what you got to do. What's wrong with your car? It is older. Is it very easy to replace those? So the Dodge Avenger is actually a pain in the ass to fix anything on. The light assembly should be pretty easy because it's been broken before and it's kind of cobbed together with screws. Must have been Jimbo hooked it up before he sold it to me. But so yeah, they're pretty easy. A couple bolts, a couple clippy clappies. We're gonna go to Pick and Pull and get one for like $20. What is wrong with the car? Your car, you can hear the energy in your voice. Thank you, James. I'm feeling positive and appreciative and accepting this morning. I'm walking away. Is that I appreciate you being here in this moment. I appreciate being able to move forward and be in this moment. Hey, Scott, and how are everything going? It's going pretty well there, Stephanie. Serenity? Is that Serenity? Oh, God damn, why am I'm glitching out right now. Sheree? Is that Sharia? Sharia? God, I apologize if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. I have a big boot. It always tells you. Yes, and here's the thing what a good friend will do. If here's another little piece of advice for you. If someone you love is telling you something that upsets you, listen. Listen. And try to understand if they're saying it out of their trauma and pain and their resentment, they're telling you no out of fear, or they're trying to diminish you, because that's not someone who loves you, or if they're telling you this because they love you and they're scared of where you're headed, you know. And thank you, Crank was open and honest with me about where I was going and what I was doing and what's going on, and he put his foot to ass. And that helps me to start moving forward. Now, did it help right away? No, we got to take the steps. We got to walk through the door. I got to figure out a way to get pumped and vigored and move forward. I got to take the medicine that I need to take to heal, which is, you know, Misled Utopia and their beautiful music, and Nako Bear and his beautiful music. You got to hydrate. You got to take care of yourself, Seth. Oh, Seth. Thank you, Seth. Yes, brother. Thank you. Awesome. True turtle turds are waterproof and lasts a long time. Yes, we struggle at times, though, the turtle turds here. My loving, compassionate turtle herd brothers and sisters out there. And one of the things, too, we got to realize, you know, I got to realize about me is that we found this niche here that's allowing the channel to grow to the point of possible monetization. And I get excited about the growth. The growth was huge for a while. And then, you know, and then I start diminishing myself. Part of my fear, am I good enough for this? You know, is it going to be all right? You know, can I do this great, awesome thing that can inspire and send love and hope? And then I start to get destroyed. Caffeine and nicotine. Yes. Am I getting accused of being high again? The French press is working absolutely amazingly there, Krankenstein. We're getting back to the essentials. That's one of the things I'm sticking with is simply. Let's get back to simple. Just saved another $5 today towards the next right thing, not buying a cup of coffee. So I can go into this next right thing fund, you know, and get us first thing to Sally's, and then to figure out who we can help next as we travel and do the next right thing. Sadie back, LOL. I'm halfway trying to figure you the Discord thin gobbling in the crazy 53-year-old technology. Hey, can't quit, figure it out. Yeah, here's the thing. I'm with you with the whole Discord thing. I think James is with us too. We're all trying to figure it out. You know, and it's just a safe way for us to communicate. If anybody wants to speak to me directly, anybody needs to send me a message directly in a closed forum, anybody wants to speak to me, you can call me on that, I guess, and it can be something private. You know, is what I've been told. My girlfriend's husband owes me $30. Your girlfriend's husband owes you $30. How do you handle that? The gas tank? The gas leak. Oh shit. No, I didn't. The door's still open. You mentioned that, I can start smelling it. Maybe that's part of I hope that's not part of it. The door's wide open, though. We're just wasting gas. Thank you for the reminder, Crank. God, I got all excited this morning. We got to unhook this thing. Good. That's why I got the door open over there, because it's kind of chilly out today, or I wouldn't have it hooked up. Thank you for the reminder, brother. That ain't a good thing. Thank God the back window doesn't go up, and we got the door cracked over there. Pardon me. I apologize. It was absolutely disgusting. Sabua. Hey, brother, I am from India. What are you doing? What is your work? Well, I guess it all depends on what you look at it. You know, I've always looked at what job I have, right, defines us. At this moment, the work is spreading love and compassion, finding love and compassion for myself and letting go of the past. That's the work. Letting go is the work today. Letting go of the traumas and the pain that make us say no and lock us into a place of fear and pain. Saying yes to the one small thing and then another small thing after that so you can get up and get out of the house. If you haven't been out of the house in a couple days, I recommend getting out, getting some sun in your face. If you haven't been hydrating properly, it's these small things, right? Just like it's the small things down into that hole of pain and misery, and it's one small scoop after another until we can barely see the light. You know, you got to stop digging. my work is doing the next right thing, honoring my father on his journey to the fertile hunting grounds, or whatever word you might want to put on it. His philosophy was do the next right thing and it'll exceed your greatest expectations. And with every step I do my best to move forward and honor that. I mean, I falter at times. I truly do. And I have recently a bit, I feel like, but I wish I had a house. Scott W. Yeah, and that's the thing. I got to take what I got, brother. You should be getting there. I'm assuming you're stacking cash, right? You got something? You keep stacking cash, brother. Keep working your ass off. We'll get there. Maybe you could buy mine off me. What's your credit like? I don't have a house. I got a double wide trailer that I'm remodeling that still needs a ton of work that I want to step away from. I don't know if you're thinking about New York. Most days around the time, good to meet you. Come back again. Be the turtle with us. Yes, Jillian, come back. Be a turtle with us. Master Batter. Okay there, Batter. Good for you. A couple more months. Yes, brother. Slow and steady. 500s, 500,000s. For what? Is that what you're looking to buy a house in the 500.5 millions? Jeez, brother. You can definitely afford my $30,000 trailer. It needs a little work. 10 by 16 bathroom, tongue and groove pine. Needs some drywall work. Needs a little bit of this. Needs a little bit of that. 3 bedrooms. It's a single wide that's got an addition all the way down the side of it. Trying to figure out what that, at times I feel like it's worth something. At other times I feel like it ain't worth shit. Telegram is better option and more for community. Telegram. What's Telegram? I subscribed. Hopefully YouTube sees fit to send me notifications. So Jamie, you got to hit the notification bell. I'm hoping that if you do so, they supposedly will. I guess we have some. YouTube's got problems with things. Bloody Discord means the mental capacity. Jillian, me too. There should be a link in some of my stuff. I think Crank put a link in yesterday's comments. I asked him to maybe put a link after this one. Yesterday's thing. Put a link to our Discord now that it's uploaded completely. Just put a link in as a comment so you could find us. It's The Traveling Scott is mine. We'd love to have you come in and chat with us. There's a spot on there to show your art. There's a spot in there to show your food, show your face. You can see me, Crank, MD, and Scott W. have all shown our face, and I'm sure that James, nobody. You give them the standard you want it fixed for rent, and give them like a year. You give them a standard. You give them. Guys. You give them the standards you want it fixed for rent, and give them a year. It's complicated too. I'm in a park, right? So I'm not, some help would be nice. Someone would be willing to pay, minimal rent that'd be able to help me out. But I'm also striving to get away from this place. That's another struggle that I'm in, that I have to acknowledge, that New York hasn't been a home. We talk about letting go, right? It's hard to let go when every corner you turn reminds you of someone you've lost. It's been an epic decade of death for me. And everywhere I turn reminds me of my brothers, my father, my mother, my grandmother, my aunt, my cousin. It's a million different memories a day, and I remember them, and I want to remember them in a positive way. But I don't think that being in New York is good for me anymore. Home is where the heart is, and my heart is on the road, traveling, doing the next right thing, tending to myself in a spiritual way, so I can find a way to live a different kind of life in a community of compassion and understanding. I know that's where I'm going. We use these diminishing words. I think, I know what I want. It's just hard to really truly appreciate that sometimes. We thank you, nobody, for your advice. Nobody, check up monthly for updates and more. At first, last, an idea. No, it isn't an idea. That's an awesome idea. If I could get somebody in there while I travel to get it done, and then it'd be worth a hell of a lot more money than it is now, and I won't have to worry about it, right? If they could cover the rent and help me work on it, that wouldn't be a bad idea. If I could find a roommate that would be up for something like that, who has the skill set to do some stuff. Kane, hey brother, it's my piece of work. Check it out. I would like to have a conversation with you. What is that there, Kane? Uh, is that you on the put that into one of my shorts comments and I'll do my best. I got to catch up on those. I'm not sure what that means. Is that you on Discord? I'm the Traveling Scott. I'm not sure. Kane, please help me understand, brother, what we're chatting about here. But yeah, I'd love to have a conversation with you too, man. Ben Z obviously said something we didn't like. Missed my first chat. What do you mean? Nobody? Oh, did I miss your first one? I'm sorry. We got to keep moving because the flow keeps rolling. When I remember my father. Weren't you, James? Weren't you the one that was getting all upset about the fart jokes? Now you're dropping them. Your father must have been an amazing man. The Traveling Scott ain't on the Discord. The Traveling Scott. What are we saying? Wait, what are you looking at? It's not it's the Traveling Scott. Crank, can you please put my name on Discord up for him? I appreciate you and the connection there again, if you could. Crank's going to put whatever link you need. I'm not necessarily that guy. It's the Traveling Scott. THEE. I think. Crank, please help us out here. Yeah, please help us figure out what the server name is, brother, so that people can join the Discord. We're gonna have Crank put that as a comment into yesterday's live that should be uploaded now. I'll ask you. He's at work too, so it might be a little bit complicated, but he's helping us out. Cheers, Cranko. Maybe I should write it down, and then I could put it as a thing. There it is. There's the Discord, and that'll take Crank. That'll take these people right to and connect with us on Discord. It's just Traveling Scott, W says. Okay. And Scott W, you're better. You know with that too. If you could help people figure out how to get there. Traveling Scott is the name. Yeah. So yeah, maybe it's not the Traveling Scott. I apologize. My hat goes off to ye. But everybody out there, we appreciate you. There's a spot that you can check my art out. You can check out Boston. Mr. Boston's got a bunch of art on there that's absolutely amazing. Like I said, you can see our smiling faces. Everybody there that's in blue. Everybody besides James has put something up. Thank you, Scott W, for putting that in as well. Copy and paste. Greg says copy and paste that. I don't know if I can have if I can have a pinned note and have a survey at the same time. I can't see. Scott W, it's invalid. I went to the bank the other day to check my balance and bitch tipped me over. Why, is there too much in there? You need to give some away? And you get carried around duffel bags full of cash there, James? You need a bodyguard? Well, or is it the other way? Well, if it's the other way, we start minimizing, like I'm doing. You know, I'm going to start looking at the long-term goal and stop that instant gratification. You know, I don't need a cup of coffee. I don't need to spend $5 on coffee. I don't need to eat fast food every day. I need to start prepping food. I went and got my flat top yesterday from I have a food trailer that was given to me because I gave someone a crazy discount painting their house all by myself. That's actually in the Next Right Thing. Hard work. You find that one in the Next Right Thing. The house I painted, I built both those decks, and that Terry gave me a food trailer a while back that I've been working on that still needs a lot more money and effort. I'm thinking about selling it. I'm going to make a short of the video I made of it because I'm trying to see what that might be worth, you know, and put that towards the Next Right Thing. Skinks got W, but I don't know what copy and paste means. Well, you click on it, and when you click on it and hold, a little thing will pop up above it, like copy, paste, whatever. You hit copy when that little thing comes up, and then you bring it, and then you go to anywhere else, and you hold on the spot you want to write it, and then it'll pop up a little thing that says paste, and you hit paste, and it'll put that whatever there. is what copy and paste means. And don't feel bad, Jillian. I'm not a tech guy at all. Without Rob, this wouldn't be possible for Misled Utopia. I can't even figure out how to get... Look at this. We're still backwards. I guarantee it. Look. I can't even figure out how to get this shit unmirrored, man. This is the game we usually play, the game we've developed together that we're not playing today. I'm going to finish this other smoke real quick, this other half of one. And then what we'll do is we'll take some time, and anybody who has liked, let me know you've liked, and we'll put some more names on the ceiling here. Thank you. I do not know what user either need to go around my daughter and ask her. I'm trying my best. Jillian, you're doing awesome, man. Slow and steady. Don't hold it against yourself. You'll find your way there. We'll help you figure it out. Hopefully we'll be able to put a link in the bio. Maybe I should do that. I don't know how to do that either. See, I don't know what I'm doing. If I put a link in the bio in the description of my channel, then you could possibly just click on it. I'm not sure if I could do that before I'm monetized, though. I think that's another thing that comes along with monetization. And you're trying your best is all we ask here, my friend. It's a beautiful place, the world, if we let it. It's a dark, tragic mess when we make it. And vice versa. It's a crazy thing that can work both ways. You're doing absolutely amazing. How's everybody else holding up out there today? Is there anybody else out there that has anything to say, want to express themselves? Joy, passion, love, or pain, grief, and loss? We're here for you. Whatever emotion you're feeling is valid, and don't let people tell you that you shouldn't feel those emotions. That's a big part of what we're doing here. We're told that we got to stand strong. I remember being a child when my grandfather died at 9. It was my father figure, and I was told you have to be strong and all this other stuff. And being told when my brother died that men crying was disgusting. My brother died, and then my other one, and then my father, and I didn't shed a tear. I was lucky enough to be given a sense of purpose through the traditional teachings and what my place was. But I still needed to release that valve. That's a lot of pain, and it's okay. It's okay. I'm telling you right now, feel it. Mustn't deny our feelings. And here's the thing. We think that we're strong and stoic, right? Because we shove it down into that bottle right here, right? We shove it and we condense it. It's going to explode right in your face. You got to let it go, Eventually it will destroy you. And it doesn't have to be that way, man. If you need to feel your emotions completely, the first time that I fully let it go, I was in Florida when I went on that first trip to honor my father after he passed. And I talked to a good friend, Messenger Chris, for a while. And I was struggling with it. He could tell that I was struggling with it. And he advised me to get off the phone and feel it completely. I had to bury my face in a towel, man. I don't know, there was some kind of shame to it or something. I still kind of have some kind of shame because this thing's ingrained in me that I'm a man and I should be all right and I should be able to whatever. We're working on dropping that shame. You shouldn't have to feel that shame, regret, and resentment in your heart. There's the Discord link again. I'm trying my best to deny your feelings. Mustn't deny your feelings. Very much so. Slow and steady, nice and easy. I got a lot going on today. We got to get to Pick and Pull. We got to get a hold of Randy. Tears clear the soul. They do. Well, letting our emotions flow through us in a real way, whether they be tears, whether they be joy, whether it be passion, whether it be lust or love or excitement, can set us free in a way that nothing else can, my brothers and sisters, without a doubt. That's something that we try to be stoic, and we think that we're being strong. A lot of times what our brothers and sisters need, if they're in the same amount of pain as we are, you just need to grab them and you need to just let it flow through you both. Is Ethan, tears cleanses? Yeah, thank you, Ethan. Very much so. And we shouldn't be ashamed of those tears, those emotions that we're told that we shouldn't be feeling. That's not something that's that's not something that's healthy. Again, this instant gratification that comes along with anything, most of the time isn't true medicine. It's not. The real medicine, the sustaining medicine, is true compassion, love, and appreciation for yourself. Letting go of that pain and understanding, and to let go of it truly, we have to evaluate it and delve into it. We have to experience it fully and appreciate it, so that the sunny day to come can be appreciated as well. So much more. You can't value a cheeseburger if you've never been hungry. You can, but not to the same point as someone who's starved. Not at all. Are you in your car? CC, I am in my car. We are in the old Galactic Avenger. Now, I got to clean her up today. That's another part of the goal. Get everything cleaned up, get the mattress back in there. Take a little tour of the outside if you guys like. We're at Dunkin' right now, making our own coffee in the camper car. But yeah, this is the old Galactic Avenger here. Got us all the way to Key West and back a couple of different times to Georgia. Spreading love and appreciation. There's the light right here. We got to replace this whole thing I destroyed, but it's gonna be all right, and we're gonna keep this thing cruising as long as we can. We still got a month on the inspection, cranking money. If this job works out, we'll be absolutely in amazing shape. So here's been part of my plan too, is we got the old Galactic Avenger here, and I was just gonna junk her, or just dramatic thing, junk her, or do I drive her across the country with hopes and dreams that I'll make it, or what do I do, right? Well, there's got to be a middle ground there. I think that I'm going to do my best to strive and put out there in the universe that I want to be able to get something else, but then we get something else and have it set aside so we can drive this into the sunset and really see how long it'll last. It'd be the best way to honor Jimmer for putting this into my hands, my cousin who passed here a while back, I think. And then this way we can keep cruising. I love the Galactic Avenger, man. It's just the fear of not having anything, and what am I going to do afterwards? She is a beast. She is a beast. Check out the Galactic Avenger in my playlist if you haven't seen how we got it set up. I have a question, but it might seem a bit rude. J2M, as long as it's a truthful, honest question, feel free to ask. A lot of people get kind of weary about speaking the truth. You speak your truth and we'll accept it. Feel free to ask your question there, J2M. We'd appreciate hearing it. Top G, say it's got me with a 1998 Mazda. Saying me. I don't know, Top G, what we're talking about. You got a 1988 Mazda? You can rip the back seats out, put a foam mattress in. My car is also running on hopes and dreams. My dash looks like a Christmas every day. No inspection here. Where are you at, Jamie? You don't need an inspection? Here's the thing. I'm not a mechanic, and I hate working on vehicles. But the YouTube nowadays makes it real simple. Like, I had to change the alternator in this 3 times, and you wouldn't believe what. Google Dodge Avenger alternator. Man, you got to take off the AC compressor, a spindle, all the belts. You got to take apart the whole inside wheel well, and there's all this bullshit, and then the starter too. Oh my God! Like, I had to take off the other side of the engine for the starter. And I'm not a mechanic. J2, here we go. Let's see what he's got to say. Why do you live in your car? I know you have a house. Also, it is JJ. Okay, J2M, JJ. I don't live in my car right now. We're actually, I do these lives in my car. To set a standard, and that we don't really have good signal at the house, and I like keeping it simple. I like having coffee with you guys in this moment, and to get myself into that mode of traveling. The brutal truth, man, you want to hear it? Is that I pushed so hard for years to have this thing, right? This, and I thought I knew what I wanted, and it's just this lifestyle isn't for me. It's not for me to have this place in this park, which is beautiful, and the home can be amazing, and it's still a lot of work. It's hard to do all this stuff alone, and it's not really where my heart is. So that's why I'm trying to separate myself from that. But I'm not sure what it's worth, or what I should be doing. And J2M, I'm not upset with that question. That's a nice question, brother. Thank you for asking. And I know that I'm lucky to have it, but I want to use that as a stepping stone for a different kind of life. I'd like to, maybe I'd love to end up at the compound with Misled Utopia, and that's something into the future, but a lot of work there and whatever. And maybe I'm thinking that that's going to be where we end up, and we can put that money into that. But I'm scared shitless. I'm scared shitless of what it'll be worth, or what I can get out of all this effort I put in, or taking that leap and not having this home base, right? Even though I don't feel comfortable here in New York anymore for 1,000 different reasons. The big thing is here in New York, everywhere I go reminds me of my brothers, my father, my mother, my cousin Jimbo, the friends that I've lost in the past, through them taking their journey or through me changing my lifestyle and us not connecting anymore. It's everything's a reminder. When I'm on the road, it's like that song. I love this song because it reminds me of nothing, right? Because there's no constant reminder. I want to remember these people in a beautiful way, but to be force fed it every single day, it can be emotionally taxing to a point that can consume us. And I'm trying to heal and grow. And I'm trying to figure out what that means for me. Why do you live in your car? Ha ha ha, Jamie. I like every vehicle and every head. Oh, fair enough. Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate you being open and honest, JJ. J2M. You want me to call you J2M or want to go back with JJ? It's up to you. The rain falls because the clouds can no longer handle the weight of the tears fall because the heart can no longer handle the pain. Thank you, Ethan. That's a beautiful quote. We appreciate you sharing that, Ethan. You are a poet. You are a poet, Ethan. We appreciate you. Chillum, good morning. Happy Tuesday, Chillum. It's good to see you, brother. Welcome back to the shit show that is my life. We're going over some good news today. We're being positive. We're trying to come up with a game plan. Yes, the game plan is to still hit the road as soon as possible, but I want to do that in a safe manner. I do feel like I need to run, but I don't want to run away from. I want to run towards. And right now, if I just jumped in the car and left, it'd be running away from. I got to stand strong and take care of some things and get myself set so that we can be safe on our journeys. I got to take care of me first. Good morning, Tuesday morning, Chillum. Hope you're well. We hope you're doing very well, Chillum. I just got to say, too, how thankful and blessed I am to have this community that we're growing together. And it could be, no matter what we have, we could lose track of that, too. It's a crazy thing. No matter what we have, we become used to it, and we lose that validation in it. We got to get back to square one sometimes, my friends. Edith. Oh, Edith, I'm sorry. You're a motivational speaker. I would love to chat with you sometime. I could use some motivation. Thank you, Edith. I'm sorry, Hudson. I should know that. Don't I call you Edith? Or did I just call you Ethan for some reason? I'm sorry. You've been around and you mispronounced your name. I get a little excited. So glad I can be here this morning with you all. Chillum, we're ecstatic that you could be here with us. It means the world to us that you're here with us and expressing yourself in an open, compassionate way. It's all about letting go today. Letting go of the pain and the anguish and facing it, letting go of it by facing it head on. Not letting go of it by allowing it to lay there on the floor or be misfiled under resentment or shame for ourselves, Dig into that filing cabinet and pull that shit out and acknowledge it. And understand that whatever the core reason why you say no out of fear or pain, there's some kind of trauma there. I believe that fully. And if we acknowledge that and pull it out of the filing cabinet of shame and resentment for ourselves and refile it under compassion for the human being that went through it, most of the time the child that went through it, we can learn and grow in a beautiful way. Have a great day, Scott. Thank you, Dubs. You're absolutely amazing. We appreciate having you in. Scott, can you call me after 2 p.m.? I'll give you a ring today after 2, brother. I got a lot going on today. Can you? Yes. Thank you for the reminder in the text, Crank. Happy to hear you too, Chillum. Yes, I am. Edith, we appreciate you, Hudson. Thank you, Cece. Hey, Julian, hope you are having a great day. I think we're all having a pretty good day today. I can't speak for everybody, but we're all here together in this moment, which is a beautiful gift. Don't forget to double tap that screen. Your thumbs won't fall off. If they do, we always thought they shouldn't have. Without a doubt, we always thought they shouldn't have. Remember, The circle of life comes around and goes around, my brothers and sisters. We're all a part of it. If you're in the depths of pain and anguish and fear in this moment, know that that fear will enhance the beauty and love in your life. You know, it's hard to see that. It's hard to grasp onto that small sparkle of love and appreciation when you're saturated in pain and loss and grief. But you're not alone. Join the Discord, like, subscribe, and have a great day. Thank you, Scott W. Can you guys do me a favor and just blast the comments with the Discord link? And then I'll copy and paste it to my description. I got to update the description, too. It's been a while. My man, Scott. Chill him. Yeah, on the ball today, brother. Feeling pretty good. We got to make some phone calls. I don't know if you're around for the good news, but we've got a bid to put in today. Kind of nervous about it. I almost said no, but I went and looked at it last night, and me and my buddy got to do some work to put this bid in, and it'll be a hell of a lot of work to do it, but it might get us to where we need to be, and we said yes. So I'm proud of myself for moving forward. And hopefully be able to do something that'll put my skill set to good use. Quality over quantity is something that I haven't been able to do since Smokes Painting. It's a different set of standards with what I do lately when it comes to painting. Good luck, buddy. I can't wait to see how it works out for you and us. Very much so. It's an us thing. This will be a giant stepping stone so that I can do the next right thing, so we can have that vehicle set aside so we can drive this off into the sunset and see how long the Galactic Avenger will make it. I think is the game plan. Slow and steady. We're gonna get back out there. Maybe a little day trip up to Vermont or Maine or something. Take a little break. I thought I was not heard. No, like the herd, like a herd of turtles. Thank you, Scott. FYV. We appreciate you. And I got to say, man, I love the Hunter S. Thompson picture there. What is the quote that I like? A man that makes a beast of himself releases himself of the burden of being a man. But here's the problem. It's hard to go back to being a man, right? If you want to be a good, positive man, that making a beast of yourself will release yourself of the burden of being a man. But then you got to live in that. You got to be a beast, If that's what you want to be and that's how you want to live, this is a quote from the Fear and Loathing, a Hunter S. Thompson quote. A prolific writer, an amazing human being. The movie is a little bit nutbag 5,000, but, it is what it is. Do you work for yourself, Scott? Have fun, do good work, do the God, look out, you boost the ass. And I appreciate you very much. With that being said, we got some things to do today. So I'm going to leave you guys with a fond farewell and a whole lot of love and appreciation in my heart, knowing that, with compassion and appreciation and acceptance, we can let go of these traumas that bind us. Through true evaluation and appreciation of what we've been through, the value of being hungry and how there is real value there in the struggle. When you're hungry and you get a burger, the value of that burger is exponentially greater than it could ever be if you've never been hungry. So if you're going through the struggle right now, there's a way through. Want a quote? You'll stick around for a couple more minutes. Give us a quote. Chillum, go in the love, my friends. Thank you. We're going to walk with love today, and appreciation and acceptance. Thank you, Chillum. We're waiting on, what's a quote? What a quote. Oh, what a quote. I thought you said you want a quote. I wasn't reading that. Yeah, it's a hell of a quote from Hunter S. Thompson. Much love, a good one. So, yeah, it's time to move forward. It's time to take that step slow and steady. Today, again, we've done pretty good. I would assume we're about another 20 hours towards our goal, of 3,000 hours, which is amazing. Thank you all for being a part of that today. I'm really excited to see how that'll work out. If you become part of the Turtle Herd today, it's immensely appreciated, and the gratitude in my heart is beyond expectations, and there's not enough words in this world to really truly express how much I appreciate each and every one of you doing your best to move forward and do the next right thing. Morning, Sally. Well, now I got to stick around for just at least another minute or two and see how Sally's doing. How you feeling today, Sally? I know you popped in yesterday, and it was all about I'm getting there and I'm whatever. The tempo's changed a little bit today. We've got a bid to put in for this job that might be particularly awesome. It might help us jump forward and do the next right thing. And I figured out the light thing. The inspection isn't up till next month. I went and got a gas cap, hoping that was the problem with with the hoping that's the problem with the evap leak, because if it's not, the evap system's absolutely ridiculous, and that's not something I feel like I could do. Have a wonderful day, everyone. You're doing good things. Nice to chat with you today. Thank you, Jamie. Good. Sally, you go do you, my friend. Thank you, Sally. And you're on the agenda. The first thing to do, the first next right thing when we hit the road. But I've got to slow down a little bit and take care of me, Sally. And I know you appreciate that. And I know you'd want me to do that, because if I run off into the sunset with this car and barely enough money to make it, God knows where I'm going. When she does shit the bed, I'm in trouble. But, so that's why I'm trying to open my heart. And if you're in that scenario, I've been in that scenario. I've left with $100 in this camper car right here, with a mattress in the back and a gym membership, and I've made it all the way to Key West because I had to get out. So where there's a will, there's a way. It's just right now, I've taken that route a couple times, and I don't want to be running away from. I want to be running towards, and we're going to figure out what that means in a slow and steady way, and we're going to get moving forward so that we can spend time with Sally and help her out with those things. If you want to check out some of the stuff we've done at Sally's house, look at the next right thing. There's some short videos in there that kind of show some of the issues that we're trying to alleviate, and there's a handful more. But yeah, it's a beautiful day, Sally, and we appreciate you stopping in. We appreciate the love and appreciation, respect and honesty, and the open communication of love and respect. Please, if anybody's out there that's not a part of the Turtle Herd, it's one little red button click away. If you feel like joining the group, we're here every day. Minus a couple days in the last 6 weeks, because I'm human too, and some days, we just don't have the energy, and I got to recognize that. I'll always be me on a daily basis, whoever I am. That might change emotionally, but I'll always do my best to express myself fully so that we can heal and grow as a group. With that being said, I love you deeply, guys, but I got to get rolling. I got a busy day today. I'm going to do the next right thing. We'll get you informed tomorrow on how everything rolls out. Wish me luck with the bid. Wish me luck with the car. And a man who using will eventually have to choose, make him... Thank you for the Hunter S. Thompson quote there, IFV. We love them. Be careful. Yeah, it's going to be a beautiful day. We're going to be careful. Pick and pull's not really whatever. Maybe I'll jump on a live while I'm in there and show you guys around once we get in there. It's a pretty interesting place. What's funny is I've found a couple books. It's random what you find in these cars. Be happy, not because everything is good, but because you have seen the good in everything. Goodbye, all. Thank you, Edith. That's a beautiful quote. You're absolutely amazing today. With that loving, compassionate quote, we're going to move forward today. I'm going to move forward with love and compassion in my heart and work on letting go. I suggest you do the same. VW Jetta, grab a fan relay for a 0204 VW Jetta. I could ask him there if you really want one, brother. Everyone have a great day. But we'll chat with you about 2:00 there, Krankenstein. One of the other things I'm doing for myself is that we're gonna start focusing on life too. For me, I focused so hard on this for so long that I pushed and pushed and pushed because we're getting closer and closer. Well, I've only got so much energy. We've only got so much energy. So you've got to decide what's valuable for you and how much energy you can put into things. Because I could run myself into a brick wall like I did with this, working 3 hours, 3 hours a day, which is work. It's emotional work. It's a lot of emotions to take in and to let out, and a lot of energy there. JW Owen, have a great day. Thank you, JW, for jumping in and commenting. You know what? Should we take a couple more minutes and put you guys some more? Anybody else want their name? Does anybody else want their name on the roof of the Galactic Avenger before we take off? We could do that for a minute. How's that sound? Just let me know. Just say liked, shared, or subscribed, and we'll get your name
up onto the old Galactic Avenger here. Still got a whole lot of spots here if you're into it. We'll try that for a minute, see if anybody wants to. JW Owen, you want to like? IFV, are you up there already? You could be up there again, brother. All you got to do is say, like, freedom is something that dies unless used. Yes, very much so. Freedom. Like, share, subscribe, and get your name up onto the roof of the old Galactic Avenger with, we're simplifying today. You don't even have to roll the dice, man. All you got to do is say like, share, subscribe, and we'll put your name up on the old Galactic Avenger with all the rest of the champions who took a chance to be part of something positive and move forward. Let's give it another minute or so. Yeah, take a couple minutes. I love all of you. Yeah, take a couple minutes. Thank you, James. When it's cloudy, make your own sunshine. I love that, Jillian. Jillian, you're up here, right? Jillian's up here. We're going to give Jillian the ×2 for that one. Give her a little timey 2 there. Tip-tap, toodle. Yeah. Anybody else got any quotes for us? Any concerns, questions, or understandings? James, James, you're right here. We're going to do another little James here. We're going to write James again right next to it. There you go, James. Bam. There you are again, brother. Thank you for liking. CC, could you put CC on my brother Matt's name? Of course we can. We'll start right there, CC. CC and my brother's Matt. Of course we can. Like, subscribe, and share. There's CC. Where would you like her? Let's go this way. Let's see. Let's do like that right there. Let's go above here. CC and bro. Was it Matt, right? You said CC? And Matt, CC and her bro Matt, right there, forever acknowledged on the roof of the Galactic Avenger. IFV, liked, IFV, we appreciate you and all your amazing quotes, IFV. Yeah, man, I just find thoughts. Jillian, we appreciate, yeah, these are absolutely amazing. Sally, my man, who farted in the church sits in, who... Sally says, who farted in church sits in pew. You're absolutely hilarious, and she liked. So, Sally, you definitely deserve to be up here, Sally. We appreciate you deeply. Come on, you know you want. Tap it. Double tap that screen and just say you did so, and we'll get a spot onto the roof of the old Galactic Avenger. You could be up with all the rest of our friends and cohorts up there doing the next right thing by expressing yourself in a beautiful, positive way. I know everything looks backwards, but we haven't figured out that mirror. Some may never live, but the crazy never die. Hunter S. Thompson. Some may never live, but the crazy will never die. I like that. IFV. We'll give you a little ×2 there, and then we'll keep moving forward with a little timesy there as people give us quotes. But yeah, like quote will get you up there too. If you guys are interested, finish the rest of my coffee maybe. Nobody else wants to be part of the roof of champions here. Commended and appreciated. And we're not going to paint over your name. We're not going to destroy it. It'll be there forever. The Hall of Fame. Double tap. Yeah. Wants to be commemorated on the roof of the Galactic Avenger. All you got to do is like, share, subscribe, and you'll be up here with all the rest of these champions. I know it looks like gibberish and it looks backwards, but it won't look like that once we figure out how to unmirror this. It says this wand, but look at that. All this wand does is make me pretty. I'm going to get real close when I'm all pretty like. And then we'll turn it off up this way. If anybody has any clue on how to unmirror this stuff, I watched a couple videos, and it says there should be a wand over here. I tap it. And nothing happens. It just turns that on. I can't hold it. I can't whatever. There's a return button. There's this. There's that. There should be 3 taparoonies. Maybe we'll mess with that a little bit. Let's see what's down here. Just kind of fool around with this a little bit. Top comment, chat filter. That's not what we're looking for. This is to share. That's to start a poll. And again, yeah, I don't understand why there's nothing here. I didn't see your RC video, Crank. We'll have to check that out.
Real pretty. You are real pretty. And we appreciate you guys. Everybody, you beautiful souls out there spreading love, compassion, and hope. We're going to give it 1 hour 45. So you got another minute to like, share, or subscribe and get your name up onto the Galactic Avenger here, commemorated forever for the efforts of compassion, love, and appreciation. Be part of the turtle herd here that's growing as we move forward. We do have a whole bundle of friends that maybe we'll do a live here eventually where we put everybody up there. Scott, do you see the RC? I didn't see the art. Crank, you get your own channel. Crank does have his own channel. It's full of shenanigans. Yeah, some knights dueling in wrestling cages, some small people wrestling. He does all kinds of weird and funny stuff over there. He jams out a huge RC collection. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing it, brother. I got a buddy of mine that crawls quite a bit. We used to go to the racetrack. That was absolutely amazing. People get too into it, though. Like, I get you're spending $1,000 on a car, but don't go somewhere where someone could spend $5 and rent a car and then get mad because I don't know what I'm doing. He's starting some POV videos. That's pretty awesome. All right, so we've hit 145. I appreciate everybody coming in today, liking, sharing, subscribing, helping us move forward, let go, and do the next right thing. I'm going to work on this whole mirror mode thing that's going on. Maybe I'll jump on here later on when I get some time, and we'll go from there. But I'm off like a herd of turtles, my lovelies. Oh, Jamie. Let's put Jamie up there. You deserve to be up there for sure. If you give me a second, I'll read the next quote. Jamie. Thank you, Jamie. There you are, right there, to the forefront of our hearts and minds, Jamie. Right underneath Banana, our Banana Man. Liked and subscribed. You're awesome, Jamie. Where was Jamie at? Right there. Overdose. What's up? But I've been going through it a lot recently, man. Well, we'll stick around for a little while with that comment, brother. I don't want to leave you hanging. What's going on? Is there something you want to talk about? Feel free to let it out here, their overdose. I'll stick around for a few minutes because of that comment, of course. Of course, man. We got a couple more minutes for you. We're doing our best to get through it, man. And I'm just starting to stop digging the hole myself. So, please, if you have it in this to let us know, that'd be great. If you don't, call 988, man. I just saw a big sign the other day that said, "Do you feel useless? Do you feel unloved? Are you in crisis? Are you being abused by yourself or others in any way? Are you an addict? Feel free to call 988. I usually buy 2 of them every so I can have fun with a friend." James, I'm excited now, even more so. Dancing with Filipino women all night sounds awesome. Now we get to race cars and stuff. I'm excited. Jillian, we are here for you, Overdose. We are here for you, Overdose. I hope you're still around. I hope you hear me, brother. I'm sticking around for a few minutes for you specifically, brother. Or sister. I can't really tell from the picture. If you want to express yourself, man, I'll stick around for a little bit longer. I'd hate to leave you hanging. Me neither. Well, nah, me neither. You ever do something crazy in the moonlight? You ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight? Nah, well, me neither. Nah, well, me neither. Jamie, to this day, my dad says, don't touch the headliner, even in my car. It would give me a little rebellious joy. Well, there you are, Jamie. And we're going to put and Jamie's pappy. And her papaw. And her papaw. Tell them about that. Show them the video. Like, this dude, what would you think about that? That's a good one there, Honest Abe. Is our brother still here? Are you doing all right there, Overdose? You got us concerned about you. Popped in and said some shit, man. And, that's great. If that's all you got, that's fine. But just let us know. Give us a thumbs up or something that you're hearing us and that you're deciding to stick around for a while or not. You got me. I'm here, brother. I'm here. I guess we'll give it a couple more minutes to make sure you're all right. Overdose. Here we go. I've gotten accepted into a Job Corps, and I thought it would benefit me and accept my family to support me, but I
got a lot of hate, actually. My girl left me about a week ago. I'm sorry to hear that, brother. Overdose. It's easy to say everything's going to be all right, right? But it sounds like you're doing the best for you. And to be honest with you, man, I don't know what your lifestyle is, but for me, for many years, I took care of everybody, right? And that's what was to be expected. And as soon as I started taking care of myself, I lost a lot of people. Now it sucks that you had to lose your girl, but maybe you know, maybe she's got some fears and insecurities where she can't be away from you for a while, because isn't that Job Corps where you go and you live with that and stuff? Whatever that may be, brother. I appreciate you expressing that, and we understand that it must be a painful thing, but you push forward and take care of you, Overdose. There, good, brother. You're here. Put that notification bell on. Become part of the turtle herd. We'll be here every morning. You feel free to come and express yourself. We're gonna put a comment in the in the yesterday's live upload that'll have the and that's it. We're proud of you, Overdose, for doing what's good for you, despite the struggle. You got to take care of you first, man. And it's a hard thing to digest. It seems so simple. Like, I know what it means to take care of me. Bullshit. I don't know how to take care of me. I'm still working on it. Sometimes you get to live your life for you and learn to love yourself with this going to benefit you. Congratulations, Overdose. Yeah, congratulations, brother. We commend you for taking that step. You thought it would be great. It is a great thing. Here's the thing, man. It is a great thing. Despite what you've lost, this will be a stepping stone that'll change your future forever, man. If you had to go to Job Corps to get away from whatever you're in, I get it. I had to run too, man. And Job Corps is going to be a good thing, right? You live with them, it helps you change your life. You can only be what you're surrounded by, and it's hard to let go of that former life. Believe me, I understand that. That's a huge struggle for me, is to let go of that former life. Inside yourself first. A very simple thing, right, Jillian? It seems very simple. It's very complicated, especially, that's what the codependence thing is. We can't find validation inside ourselves. Overdose, that means the world to us, that you can come in here and be appreciative. We're here with you, and we've been through it, man. I've been through it explicitly, changing my lifestyle. When I was a younger man, it was all about being the center of attention and partying and this lifestyle of one night after another, just being this energetic thing. And all of it was so false. And then when I walked away from that and decided that I needed to start working on me, I lost a lot of people I thought I cared for, man. And it hurt. Each and every one of them, it hurt. Some of them exponentially, and it still hurts. But you got to do you, brother, no matter how much it hurts. It's the only way that we're going to grow and learn and become something more, Overdose. I appreciate you expressing yourself, man. That's a blessing to have you express yourself the way that you expressed today, man. Jillian, we need our friends to support network. It's all right. That's it, Overdose. You're in the right place. You're part of the turtle herd now, man. And we take that seriously here with loving compassion and appreciation in our heart. It's a complicated thing, right? To let go of the past and accept what it is. It can be painful. And peace and blessings, lad. For you, yeah. Blood says peace and blessings. Love and be loved. That's it. It's a hard thing, though, right? It seems so simple yet so complicated. Overdose, do me a favor, stop in tomorrow, man. I gotta get going. I got some stuff I gotta do today. I gotta go try to pull some together. But I'm here with you, Overdose, and I feel for you. You just keep doing what's best for you, and I appreciate you expressing yourself. I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. You know what, Overdose? We're going to put you right up here, man. You ain't got to do nothing but be you. You shared today in a very open way that gets you onto the old ceiling of champions. What's your real name, Overdose? Do you mind me putting, do you want me to just put Overdose up there? I could put something else up there for you. For being himself. Thank you. I'm right under here. Thank you for being you. Despite what that causes, man. Thank you for being you today, Overdose. I've been subbed for a past month and join the stream when I need to boost, but I don't comment much. I think I have seen your comments before, Overdose. Now, here's the thing, man. If you go back into my short list,
a while back. There's a Bun Bun video where I show his house, and then the next short is me in a parking lot, Dollar General, forcing myself to go through. If you watch those videos, that progression of videos, you'll see how I pulled myself out of one of the stunts I've been in recently, and you'll see how beautiful everything becomes. And I fell back there too, brother. If that helps you at all, please subscribe, Overdose. He already did sub. Hit the notification bell. Yeah, hit the notification bell so we can have you come in, brother. Nicholas. It's Nicholas. Okay, Nicholas. We'll put Nicholas up there. Nicholas. You're the star of the day, Nicholas, for sure, brother. You came in with an open, honest heart, and you expressed yourself fully, Nicholas, and we appreciate you deeply, man. You keep doing that thing right there. Thank you for being you, Nicholas. Thank you for chatting with us today. Thank you for being open and honest, man. Leave it better than you found it. That's a good one too, brother. IFV. We're going to put you over here right next to our brother Nicholas. You've got a few different spots. You got a ×2 up there for you. There's IFV here again with ×2. There's IFV over there for all his good, positive, loving appreciation. Scott is a great comfort and motivator. Thank you, Jillian. You're a great comfort and motivator. With love and appreciation in my heart. I'll always do my best to not leave you hanging, guys. I'm glad that you came in, Overdose. You almost missed us, man. We were gonna call it. I do got places I gotta be, but that doesn't trump being there for my brothers and sisters, especially with what you're going through is an immense struggle. So we'll call it 2 hours then, maybe 5 more minutes. How's that sound? At a certain point, we got to get out of here because I got things to do. And I've got to acknowledge too that this takes a lot of energy. This is work, and I'm still kind of physically drained. You know what? We're going to have one more smoke with you guys, which is great. It's been 2 hours and I've had a stoke and a half. That's pretty good. I'm cutting down slow and steady, but we're going to have one more and get us through the morning. And we appreciate you stopping in. We appreciate you being honest and open. There's also, if you dig back deeper into my shorts, if you go under medicine, or is it medicine in the shorts? I think it's medicine. But there's one in there that has like a thing of me being open and honest, and then a list of the things that I do, written over my face that help me to pull myself out of that place. Overdose. I appreciate you a lot, Scott. You always say the nicest things, man. I really appreciate you, buddy. You stay safe and keep your head up high. I will. You Overdose. We're gonna do it together. We're weathering the burden together, man. If you've been around, right? So you've seen this flow of like where we can be on top, right? And we can be on the bottom, and we can be open and honest and loving with each other, man. You've been there for the last month, so you've seen that, and I appreciate. Here's the thing. In those broken moments, the numbers are crap, and I feel like lost. And what's the point of this? But all those moments matter if they made you feel comfortable enough to come in here and express yourself. Jesus Christ, I can't remember your name, Nicholas. I'm horrible with names, Nicholas. But that means everything to me, man, because this isn't pointless. That whisper in the back of your head that tells you don't do this and go back and be comfortable with your girl. Well, let's be real, man. The brutal honesty from brother to brother here, that she might not have been the one for you, no matter how much you loved her, man. If she can't accept that you're trying to learn and grow, sometimes no matter how much you love somebody, if you start growing and they stay in the same place, it could separate you, and that's probably what's going on with your girl. Nothing about, and that doesn't diminish her, it doesn't diminish you. Maybe she'll grow, and who knows what tomorrow will bring. Maybe she'll accept and grow a little bit, but if she doesn't grow at all and then you come back around and she wants to be into your life, you gotta determine what's good for you at that point too, brother. You can't just fold back into it because it's comfortable and you love this girl. You gotta be, if you're looking to learn and grow, you gotta be with people, you surround yourself with people that want to learn and grow, man. And Overdose, my heart's full of love right now, beyond the brim for you, brother. I haven't had a smoke in 3 days. Yes, JR, see, we're working on it. I'm making serious threats. I'll make sure to watch it. Sure, brother. Yeah. So, and that's the thing, you go back into the shorts and there's a stream of them. I tell it straight up about how I feel and the anxiety and pain and grief and how I need to get out of it. And then I show some things, some hiking along the way, some motivational speaking, some giving thanks. These are the ways out, all these small little things, man. If you're feeling that way, give thanks for what you have. The earth beneath your feet and the air in your lungs and the God of your understanding, my brother. You are a superhero in the guise of the man. Well, I'm not going to deny that compliment. I don't see myself as a hero or as anything else more than a man. But we all have the potential for immense love and immense darkness. And the only difference between a villain and a superhero is whether you're going to want to pass that boulder of pain along to the next human being, or whether you're going to decide to set it down at your feet and let it go. That's the only difference, and it's I I don't that makes me feel emotional because it's a hard thing to do, and I strive to do that sometimes. And I really want you to indulge in that and figure out a way to be the superhero, man. I'm only here because you guys accept and appreciate me. First speaker, Miss. Thank you, Apatin Aslug. I'm gonna slaughter that name. Sluka. I probably said that wrong. Thank you, Sluka. Yeah, and I get a little excited on certain days. It can be a little bit much, and I'll do my best to slow down a little bit and recognize that this moment. Well done, SDR. Yes, well done, brother. Stop smoking. Stick around for a while, Fred. Help me out. I'm working on it. I'm making serious threats. Maybe we can come up with a goal together to help me quit. Like we'll do it when, or I'll do it when, right? IFV, Angels and Demons. Yes. I troll myself when I'm bored. James, you trolls yourself. You guys are shenanigans, and I love you. It's hard to let go sometimes. Jillian, dance like no one's watching, or you don't care like me. Dance your ass off. That's what James would say, Jillian. Dance like no one's watching. Sing like you're in the car alone, and express yourself with love and vigor in a way that only you can. You have the key to set yourself free, and you're the only one that cares enough to do so. Okay. Boy, that's good. Poop. Sir Poop. Sir Ploop. What does that make a difference? The color of your skin to us makes just as much difference as the color of your socks there, good sir. I think James does. Does James have a channel? I don't even know. I probably should look into that. James, do you have a channel? I have several, but none of them are really good. It's all right, brother. I'd like to check them out, man. I didn't. Why? How has it been this long? Have I not checked them out? Have I? I've been a little shot lately. I have to look into that. Overdose. Remember that the comeback is always stronger than the setback. Yeah, for sure. The comeback is always strong. And who you're going to be on the other end of this struggle? Here's the reality of it, right? We ask for strength, we ask for guidance, and then the door opens, and all of a sudden there's an obstacle put in front of us, and then we condemn the obstacle. You're stronger on the other side of this obstacle, even though it's going to be a struggle, man. So face it head on and you will be stronger. Overdose. That's all good. We don't care if you're wearing socks or not. What color anything about you is, man. It doesn't matter to us. Be an open, honest, loving person there, boy. And we appreciate you. Edith, then... Yeah, Poop, just be you. Just be you, brother. Head into a meeting. Don't burn yourself out today. You're right, brother. You're right. I keep saying I got to cut off here. I got things to do, and I keep extending that. And I've only got so much energy, right? I'm cutting out of here really soon. I got to get to doing some stuff today. Everything's time versus money, and I really need to start stacking it up because I'm in a rough place. I figured out with every up there is going to be a down. Exactly, and it's okay to not be okay all the time. I don't think it's possible to be okay all the time. I don't think it's logical to be okay all the time. We don't understand how valuable being okay is unless we struggle. No one said it's going to be rose petals and whiskey dreams the rest of your life. No one promised you that. I guarantee you. And I can tell you right now, it's not going to be pain, anguish, and grief the rest of your life. It's not going to be consuming darkness forever. I appreciate you all. I love the stream. Anytime I feel down, I go through something, and I'm always proof. I feel like love and support. Much love, Scott. Much love. We appreciate you, Overdose. And feel free to communicate with us, man. Like, in these shorts you watch, if you have any feedback, even if you just want to tell me that it's helped you or it hasn't helped you or I'm full of shit or that it's awesome, those all really help. Those are all small little pebbles of love thrown into the river of life there, man. It helps the channel grow. It helps us to help other human beings out there. We appreciate you so much, but you got stuff to do, Scott. Yeah, I know. Safe travels. I got things I got to do. But yeah, you know what? Thank you guys for being loving and supporting today. Thank you, Overdose, for helping me hold on for a little bit longer. I enjoyed our time, but I do got things I got to do. I love and appreciate you guys very much, and we'll chat again tomorrow morning. I'll let you know how it goes. We got a whole nother camper car session of coffee tomorrow morning anyway. We're gonna see what today brings. Get us one step closer to the goal of doing the next right thing. Stay safe, Scott. You stay safe too, Overdose. Hello from Amsterdam. All the luck to you. Thank you, Sima. Who's got the keys to my bimma? Who's it? Jimma. Hit that like and subscribe button, Zimma. Hit that bell, and then you can be part of the turtle herd. Yeah, thank you all. It's a lot of love and support and appreciation, and I'm feeling it through and through today. Already done. Sounds good. But you know what? One more person on our roof then. Because Sima, if I'm saying that, I'm probably slaughtering that, but we're probably calling it Zimma. Keys to my bimma. I'm going to slaughter it if I try to say it, but we're going to put you right here. How's that sound? Aysha Sima. Thank you for liking, subscribing, and becoming part of the turtle herd. We acknowledge you with love and appreciation in our heart. We'll keep that in mind, Crank. Thanks for the heads up. Headlight in the morning. Have a good one. Yeah, no, we got to go get the assembly unit. So glad to caught you. Have a great day, troops. You have a great day too, AFW. Peace out, James. We'll catch you tomorrow morning. I'm really off like a herd of turtles. I got to go. I love and appreciate you guys. We'll chat again tomorrow morning.